My name is Amara Bayama, mother of 3 beautiful daughters. I never imagined I'd be standing or rather sitting here today sharing my story like this, but if I don't speak now, maybe someone else out there just barely holding on won't believe they can make it through. I lost my mother 3 years ago. She was my everything, my anchor, my lifeline. When she died of cancer, I felt like the world had yanked the floor from under me. I still remember holding her hand, begging her to stay, but she left quietly, and so much of me went with her. At least I still had my husband, or so I thought. 6 months after the funeral, I found out he'd been seeing someone else. I confronted him, and he didn't even deny it. He just left. He walked out the door without even saying goodbye to our daughters. No remorse, no explanation. There I was alone. No mother, no husband, just me and my 3 little girls who still believed in fairy tales. I remember sitting on the kitchen floor that night in the dark, shaking, wondering how I would feed them, clothe them, protect them. But a mother doesn't have the luxury of breaking down. So I wiped my tears, got up, and rented a taxi. I became a driver every single day, rain or shine. I drove through exhaustion. I drove through heartbreak. I drove with my babies in the back seat, whispering for them to be quiet so passengers wouldn't complain. Sometimes I skipped meals to make sure they had theirs. Sometimes I cried while they slept, those silent, gut-wrenching sobs that you only let out when the world can't hear. And just when I thought I was adjusting, life hit me with the biggest blow yet. It was raining that day. My youngest had a fever, my girls were tired, we were just heading home. My another long day, done. I don't remember much about the crash. Just a flash of headlights, a screech, a thunderous impact, and then darkness. When I woke up, I was in the hospital. The doctor came in, held my hand and said, "Amara, we had to amputate both of your legs. I'm so sorry." I didn't speak, I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I just stared at the ceiling and whispered, "Then how will I feed my children now?" My legs were my survival. They were my job, my movement, my independence. Without them, I felt worthless. I begged God to take me. I told him I was done. For weeks, I wouldn't eat, wouldn't talk. My daughters would visit, placing little notes in my lap, like, "We love you, Mommy, and please come home soon." But I couldn't even look at them. I felt like I had failed them. One night, I woke to the sound of my girls singing by my bedside. It was a lullaby I used to sing to them when they were scared. That broke me, and in that moment, something shifted. I realized they didn't need my legs. They needed me, so I started their painful, brutal therapy. I fell, I cried, I screamed, but I showed up. Then one day, my therapist brought in a guitar. He said, "I heard you used to sing again." I told him I don't sing anymore. But he looked at me and said, "Maybe your voice is still here to carry you, where your legs no longer can." So I sang, and the tears that poured from people's eyes when I sang, that's when I knew my pain had a purpose. Today, I'm here, not just to perform, but to remind every mother, every broken soul, every person who's been left behind, you're still here for a reason. You can still rise, even if you have to rise from a chair like I did. My name is Amar. I lost my legs, but I found my voice, and if this voice can put food on the table, if it can show my daughters what strength looks like, then this microphone is my second chance. And tonight I sing, not from my feet, but from my heart. Thank you for listening to my sob and sad story. I hope it brings hope and faith to people who have lost theirs to keep on moving, no matter what life throws at them, and let them never lose hope. Thank you very much.
I've walked through storms with no one near, carried my burdens, drowned in fear. Tears on my pillow, nights so cold, searching for warmth in a world gone old. But every shadow taught me grace, and I still rise from every place that tried to keep me on my knees. I found the fight inside of me. There's a light in the dark, I can feel it glow. Even when I'm weak, even when I'm low, every scar I bear is a sacred mark, proof that hope survives the dark. Yes, there's light in the dark. I've heard the silence louder than screams, held on tight to broken dreams. But through the cracks a whisper came, you're still enough, don't drown in shame. I wiped my tears and faced the dawn. Even when the strength was gone, I kept on breathing through the pain and learned to dance beneath the rain. There's a light in the dark, I can feel it glow. Even when I'm weak, even when I'm low, every scar I bear is a sacred mark, proof that hope survives the dark. Yes, there's light in the dark. To the heart that's barely beating, to the soul that feels alone, you are more than just your hurting. You are fire wrapped in bone. There's a light in the dark, let it lead you home. Even shattered wings can learn to roam. You were made to rise, you're a sacred spark. You are the